Hello and welcome to the ISQM Toolkit. My name is Jeremy Williams and I'm the project lead for the toolkit. Throughout the UK and beyond, firms of auditors are beginning to prepare for the incoming ISQM regime. In particular, this means developing a system of quality management, an SOQM, and putting this in place no later than 15th of December 2022. So the clock is ticking to get to grips with ISQM 1 and get started on your SOQM. Compared to the outgoing ISQC1, the new ISQM regime demands a tailored and proactive response from firms that addresses quality at a deep level. So you'll need to spend time thinking hard about the quality objectives for your firm, what potential risks might derail those objectives, and how to formulate responses to those risks. This is a daunting prospect for many firms, and it can be difficult to know how to navigate the journey. And that's where the ISQM Toolkit comes in. It's your guide along the pathway to a functioning SOQM. We've created it to be as user-friendly as possible with independent audit firms in mind. For just £250 plus VAT per firm, the toolkit will provide you with a clear, practical framework based on the requirements of ISQM UK 1. The main toolkit consists of 3 Word documents which take you through the process step by step. Part 1 helps firms think about their quality objectives for each of the 6 core components of ISQM 1. The firm's governance and leadership, its ethical requirements, how it accepts or continues with relationships and engagements, how it controls engagement performance, how it obtains and uses resources, and how it processes and communicates information within the team and with third parties. For each component, the document prompts a series of issues or questions to tease out the potential quality risks that your firm might face. It's a long document and will probably involve 2 or 3 individuals working through each issue and recording the potential risks. Part 2 helps firms assess and prioritise the potential risks identified in Part 1 and then consider responses to those risks. The international version of ISQM 1 set out 6 specified responses that all firms will need to apply, and here in the UK the FRC has added a further 13 paragraphs of its own specified responses, so these are all considered first and where possible cross-referred to the assessed risks. Then firms will need to consider what additional responses to add in order to ensure all the risks are addressed. Part 3 of the toolkit addresses the requirement for a monitoring and remediation process. Again, this builds on the previous part and lets firms plan how they'll monitor whether the responses set out in Part 2 are in place and working effectively. Where there are problems, the firm will need to analyse these using root cause analysis to get to the bottom of what went wrong and to plan remedial actions and further monitoring of these. So that's the core of the toolkit. We've also added a resources pack with some additional documents that might help with the process, including a questionnaire to gather your audit team's views on the firm's current practice, and forms to assess your service providers for audit methodology and software, for training, and for file review and technical queries. Over the next few months, we'll add to this list of resources, and all subscribers to the toolkit will get these updates for the product's lifespan. So the entire toolkit costs £250 plus VAT per firm and is supplied as a zipped folder containing the documents plus a getting started guide. We're working with 2 sales partners who have established businesses providing training and support to UK firms of accountants. That's Insight Training and 2020 Innovation. Both partners are selling the toolkit from their websites and can also offer consultancy for firms who'd like additional help in using the toolkit in practice. So thanks for your interest in the toolkit. If you want to know any more or have any feedback on the toolkit, then there's a contact form on this website where you can connect with us. In the meantime, all the very best with your ISQM journey.